4 in the second quarter. Outside. Porter's got the opening field goal. Here. First to go up against this
teams in this matchup last year.
In their respective conferences, guys, you want to be at your...
He's checked in for the Wizards. And Golden State also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes.
And guys, one thing that we would rate quotability in post-game interviews and pressers, he said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And there's the call on Garrett Temple. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Gortat's checked in for Jared Dudley.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
Right. Yeah, he probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of
guy. Porter passes to Temple. And the 3 off target.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Gortat with a screen on Curry. Sessions dishes to Gortat. A 3-ball. Temple can't get it to go. The Warriors lead it. Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. Offensive rebound. And there's the call on the nail. Beal's checked in for Sessions. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Barbosa against Beal. Fades back. Bogut kicks to Livingston. And now Porter pushing it up. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to...
Back and forth.
Here's Iguodala. Rebound, Washington.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get it to the perfect spot.
And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Nene down low. He's against Ezeli. Warriors have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Down low, stolen by Nene. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Porter's got 7 points here in this quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
He feeds it to Gortat. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
Livingston. And That time, also a missed shot. Wizards leading by 6.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot.
Deal with it. From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Wizards lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And, Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
We just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take on a three-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and they'll turn around.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. You gotta love the John Wall we saw in the first. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience, whoop.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just...
Get ready to go, Wizard Girl! Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Washington leading now by 6. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. All out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Porter in at the small forward. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half.
Stephen Curry, assisted.
Now here's Wall. And he jams it with authority.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Now the feed to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Green kicks to Curry. And that one's good. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Washington making some changes. Dudley comes in for Porter. And Gary Neal subbed in for Garrett Temple. Here's Wall, and it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. And Washington making a change here. Gooden's checked in. So it's Washington now. 6-point game. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Barnes passes to Green. And it's blocked. There's Neal with the 3. And another miss by Washington.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
The drive by Green. No good from Bogut. Here's Wall. And the shot is good. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them. And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You're talking about Wall's burst. He can go end-to-end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You say he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
Oubre's checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Gary Neal. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. On its way from Curry for two. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Wall, that's good.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Wall against Curry. It's stolen by Wall. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wizards leading by 11. Outside, Wall. The dish to Beal. There's the pass to Nene. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Time now for an injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Andrew Bogut.
Kevin, the Warriors' head athletic trainer gave me an update. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. If he misses a large number of games, you have to think it will have an effect on their chances of winning an NBA title this season. A tough break if that's how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
And the basket by Curry.
Putting you in. Let's go.
And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Poked away. Green kicks to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Beal can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Rush. That's tipped. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Washington making some changes. Jared Dudley's checked in for Nene. Porter comes in for Oubre. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Golden State also making some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
Yeah, what a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Gortat has come in for Drew Gooden. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Beal. And Golden State also making a change. Barbosa's checked in.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Livingston hits both of them.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Wizards leading by 9. Sessions dishes to Gortat. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here is Livingston. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Barnes can't get it to go. Here's Temple.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
Welcome back as we get ready to tackle a nail-biter here, but you never know. Warriors trail by 11. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Barnes, and at the three, the small forward. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
And here's Dudley for three, but they recover it. Here's Neal, and it's blocked by Curry. It's tipped, stolen by Dudley. 4-on-3 break. Porter with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And court shot with the stuff.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Curry with the steal. That's good. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Dudley the pass to Gortat. Dishes it to Temple. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Curry. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Fires for 3. No good. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Porter, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Beal's checked in for Gary Neal, and it's John Wall in for Garrett Temple.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Well, Clark getting back to Wall and Beal, they really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Wall, the shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Now Rush, and Curry has it in the corner. Misses in close.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
There's Beal with the 3, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Wall's got 21.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Wizards timeout call.
Washington calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
Well, just take a look at what Wall's done tonight. He's got 21 points and 2 steals. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Warriors trail by 16. Curry kicks to Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Nene.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Good on the second free throw.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Wizards ball. 3 points, home team.
From deep, Wall, and it's good. Wall's got 27 points.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Wall against Curry. It's stolen by Bogut.
That steal is just another highlight in what's been a dominant performance at both ends.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Pass to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Wall kicks to Beal. Wall against Curry. And too long on the shot.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Washington.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Wall. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Temple drains the three-pointer. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Wing shot on the way. That's short off the rim. It's tipped. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.